What's up, guys? Welcome to the second tier list on my new MLB The Show channel. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want more content like this. Um, Today, we're doing primary outfielders, not secondary. So, no guys like Ketel Marte, no guys like Mark McGwire in the outfield, and there's a good reason for that. Outfield defense this year is way different, and a lot of live series cards they got their reactions nerfed. Trout, not going to be a phenomenal fielder. Judge, pretty bad fielder in the outfield. So just kind of be wary of that going into it. Outfield defense is a lot more important. There's a lot more gap hits this year, a lot more singles that drop in front of fielders with bad reaction. So I think you'll see a priority on being either a well balanced player or having good defense and power. So, yeah, we're only looking at primary outfielders in this. There might be some that play just because of their bat and aren't great on defense, like this Stanton here. He's pretty bad on defense, but that bat will play to at least some level. He would be better as a DH, but that's just an example of somebody whose bat surpasses how bad they are on defense. And so let's get to a tier list here. I've got pretty much everybody I would consider usable day one. There's a couple budget guys like these World Baseball Classic guys will probably go for around 10K when the game comes out tonight. Joey Gallo's free. Any of these 97s are free. Jim Rice is free. It's just a grind, right? These World Baseball Classic guys, a lot of them are free or they're around 10K. So a lot of good options. Hitters are a little harder to rank than pitchers because there's a lot more subjectivity in their swing. You might be great with Aaron Judge. I'm not. His swing's a little better this year though. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, Mr. 62 home runs himself here. This card's a B. The power's really good. The defense is even worse than the live series. Good quirks. Not gonna use his captain boost. B tier. He's all right. Live series Judge. If you hit really good with him, you can make the argument for S, but his defense is rough, and there are cards that can do it all, and he can't play good defense. Adolis Garcia. These 97s are good. They're all pretty usable. He's a lot more well-balanced than that Judge. A tier. Santander. This one might be a little controversial. At least top of A tier. You could, if your name's Pitching Rebel, you could make the argument for S tier. Really good all-around player. Bryce Harper, low B, doesn't hit lefties great. Hits righties pretty well, does not touch lefties. Can be boosted with the captain boost, it's worth mentioning. Buxton, lower A tier, should be an all-star demon, should hit a lot of nukes. I think his swing's a little worse this year. I think they touched it a little bit, in my opinion. But the defense is there. The defense will play. The power will play. Good card. Cedric. That swing's elite. You could almost make the argument for S tier. Doesn't really touch lefties. I think that's more around where he fits in. Chuck Nasty. Pretty good swing. Doesn't really touch righties, actually, as a lefty. Has inverse splits. Interesting card. I'm going to put him low B for now. Could sneak into high A. Or lower end A. Yelly Bomb. You probably want to DH this card, but that swing will play. Those attributes will play. Pretty good card. Curtis. Money swing. Attributes aren't really there. Plays better defense than Yelich does, for sure. It's probably about where he fits in. Eloy. Another card I would probably lean more towards DHing. But if he does play and you like his swing, I think that's about where he fits in. Eric Davis. Don't be surprised if this card is on everybody's team at the start of the year. Money swing, not as fast as he usually is, but hits really good. for where he's at. Stanton, another card I would DH, but he's basically Judge, but hits better. Haven't used a swing, don't exactly know, but Greg Vaughn, probably one of the top 3 or so outfielders in the game right now. Believe he's a ranked reward. Really good overall player. Hank Aaron, think he's an NL East collection reward. He's him. Has a lot of good secondaries. Mediocre defense, but that bat plays, that swing plays. Ian Happ, probably somewhere around there. Pretty decent swing, switch hitter, a lot of power, decent defense. Can't complain. Free card. Jazz, just now becoming available. I think in center, he's probably around here, but as a second baseman, that's where his value really shines. He would be higher. Jim Rice, affinity reward. Not a great card, but a free card and a usable card. I think that's probably more so where Bryce belongs. And maybe Judge. It's a little rough. Jock. Really underrated card. Probably the best pinch hitter in the game. Maybe one of the best DHs in the game. Actually plays better defense than Judge and Stanton. You can make the argument he's better than Cedric Mullins. He's pretty solid. Joey Gallo, amazing free card. There's top 50 players using this guy right now. Number 1 guy on the leaderboard's using this guy right now. He's a demon. He's an all-star demon. Can't go wrong with that card. Jorge Soler, mashes. Does not play a lick of defense. Him and Stanton are pretty much the same card. Probably both better as DHs. Soler's a little better in the field. I'll probably give him the edge, but really good overall card. We got Juan's WBC card, pre-order bonus. He's all right. He gets the job done. I think he can't really hit lefties. I imagine he still has all his quirks. Swing's really good. Can make the argument for him over Judge, probably. This one, if you really like Juan Soto, you could argue S. I'm not going to. I think for me, he's basically Jock. He's a little worse than Jock attributes-wise. Probably plays the field a little better. It's probably about where he belongs. Jung-Ho Lee. All right. This is pretty much the first card that I'm going to have to look at. I'm pretty sure he's pretty good. I imagine he's a center fielder. Yeah. No quirks, but those stats will play. I don't know if I'd play him in center with him having 78 speed and whatnot. But the tier list is so rough. I can't fit him in exactly where I want, but ideally he would be in front of a guy like Eloy and Granderson probably. Just because he plays a little better D than Granderson, has less power, more contact. I think he's a more well-rounded card in that aspect. Kinsuke Kondo, is he a right fielder? Yeah, okay, he's a right fielder. He's a free WBC card. You guys can go get him for free. As far as a right fielder is concerned, top of A tier. He's probably in between Juan and Jock. It really depends on what you're looking for more so. If you need a little more defense out there, not going to let easy bloopers and stuff drop as much. Kinsuke is probably your guy. Kinsuke? Okay. Larry Doby, Indians Collection Award. No power against lefties. Mediocre fielder. Probably wouldn't play him in center. Probably falls in with a lot of these other guys. Lars, free WBC card. Good in that regard. Not really messing with all these. Louis Bob. Not where I wanted him. I don't think he's this bad. He probably falls more so between Granderson and Yelich. I feel like they touched his swing a little bit. I super fractured his face of franchise card last year. Uh, I don't feel like the swing's the same, but the attributes are good. He's not as fast as he was last year, but he can definitely play. Masataka Yoshida, swings money. Swings money. Uh, Probably top of B tier. For 10K, I don't know how many better outfielders you're going to get. Mickey, this card plays way better than his attributes. Way better than his attributes. Super fast. Pretty good defender. I mean, if you want to run Mickey and then, where's he up? Mickey and Judge and just do the Yankees Live Series, that's two, like, elite outfielders for you. Live Series Mike Trout. Because of the defense, top of A tier. Swings money, quirks are money. We know this. Mike Trout's that dude. It's core. You can use him the rest of the year. Don't think you're going to want to with how awful his defense is. They really hit Live Series hard this year on defense. That takes us to 99 WBC Mike Trout. Probably the second best outfielder in the game right now. Primary outfielder in the game right now. Money swing. Much better on defense than this one. A little bit faster too. Gets 99 speed at like P4. He's going to be a problem for the next 2 months he's in the game. Mookie, he's an event reward. Think you have to win 30 games for him. Probably falls about there. His swing feels a little different too from when I've used him this year. I'm sure he has money quirks. I'm sure his quirks are really good. But similar to Jazz, that's kind of why I put them together. Is a really good outfielder, but is going to shine a lot more at second base. Or competition isn't nearly as steep. Randy, the final reward in the WBC program. Probably one of the better pinch hitters against lefties off the bench in the game right now. Think you can play him. I don't think he's as good as a lot of these guys. Okay, not that bad. He's probably worse than Jock, equal to Kinsuke, and better than all of these guys. Decent defense. Doesn't hit righties great. Mashes lefties. Ricky. All right. So, absolutely despise of swing. Have for some years now. But stat-wise, you can't argue. If you're somebody that hits good with Ricky Henderson, he is a top 3, top 4 outfielder in the game right now. I won't argue with you if you are starting Ricky. Ronnie, WBC card. He's all right. Has a decent swing. I think he's top of B tier. I don't think you want him out there with that defense. And him not hitting amazing. I'm pretty sure he doesn't really touch lefties that great. Swing's obviously money. But this is where you want to be if you want to use a Ronald Acuna card. I think him and Randy are pretty comparable. I'd rather use Acuna, but I could see you go in either way, really, on it. Sammy Sosa, probably the best outfielder in the game right now. Probably will be on people's team for a long time. Arguably the best hitter in the game right now. Sammy Sosa's that dude. And he's going to be a problem. You're going to see a lot of Sosa skips this year. Taylor Ward, super mid, actually. Okay, no. Super duper mid card, in my opinion. Yeah, that's about him and Louis Bob. His swing's probably better. He's not great. He doesn't have catcher secondary anymore, so that's worth mentioning. Teo, probably one of the better pinch hitters against lefties in the game right now. I don't know if I would start him in the outfield. Obviously, swings money. His tier list doesn't want to cooperate. I mean, I think he probably falls in with like Soler and stuff, in my opinion. Tim Salmon, all he does is hit. Probably B tier though. That defense is really, really bad. Much better as a DH. We might have to rebalance the list looking at it. Some of these guys just don't need to be in the outfield, and he belongs in that category. Tyler O'Neill, arguably the best pre-order bonus. I think on All-Star difficulty, he's probably whatever. Just know he's better than that Louis Bob. His swing is better. He's a better player, but he fits in there somewhere. Willie Mays, pre-order bonus. He's kind of more of like Byron Buxton. Good defense. He's not as fast as Buxton. Doesn't have the power Buxton does. Hits for more contact. There's really not a spot for Willie Mays necessarily, unless you're a Giants fan. Kind of jack of all trades, master of none. Doesn't do anything at an extremely high level. His captain boost isn't great. Not somebody I would recommend too terribly much. And yeah, this is how I'm feeling about primary outfielders. There might have to be some rebalancing. Like Taylor Ward is not better than Charlie Blackmon. Willie Mays is probably about there, I'd say. I think a lot of these guys need to get the Tim Salmon treatment. I'll be honest. Where, like, they should be DHs. They should not be in the field. I don't know how bad that. So, like, that's not awful defense, right? That's a silver shield with mediocre reaction and pretty bad speed. Chuck Nasty's a lot of the same way. And who was the other one? Jock? Yeah, like Jock does not need to be in the field, right? Money swing, absolutely money swing. Won't argue with that, but he does not need to be in the field for you. He needs to be DHing. If you're using Jock Peterson, he is a DH or a pinch hitter. All these other guys, I don't feel awful about in the field, but there's some that would benefit from DHing probably, like Juan, like Aaron Judge, like Yelich probably. But yeah, I think that's about it. That's a good ranking of primary outfielders. A guy like McGuire would probably be A tier for the bat and like the defense being trash. Ketel Marte would probably be hovering around upper A tier. But yeah, so feel free to like and subscribe. I have more of this content coming. We're going to do infielders next. Maybe split that up somehow. And yeah, that's all.